Hi everyone, it's Kimberly and welcome back to the channel. So this morning I have a reading that's a little bit different for you. This is going to be a 2020 predictions reading. The reason why I'm doing this is just because I felt the pull. I feel like right now is a great time to check in on what's up ahead for us in 2020. I think that the winter solstice is going to bring a major turning point for many people in terms of the direction that they're facing in their life. So there might be like a new direction that takes shape around that time or just after that time. And it seems like it's sort of gearing up now, or it's starting to take shape right now, or it's maybe formulating right now. And this could be even for twin flame relationships. It could be for career paths in different aspects of each of your lives. So I think it'll affect each person differently, but I think that the messages will probably ring true for a lot of people. It's just a matter of how you resonate with them and apply them to your own life. So we're going to look at a wheel spread here. And the way that I've done this wheel is with the intention of the 12 months, with this being the 1 card and this being the 12 card. So this is 1 right here. So we're going to look through January through December 2020. And then I have a bunch of guidance messages, overall messages that I've pulled here in the center. So we'll clarify with that. This may not be like a very literal reading, like in January this is going to happen, in February this is going to happen. It's more just like a guidance for me so that I can get the messages and kind of show you an overview or a roadmap to the year. I'll try to lay it out in like at least like the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Don't hold me to January, February, specific months, because I don't know if collective messages can be that specific, but I can definitely give you energy waves that will happen in the first part of the year and like the second half of the year and so on and so forth. Especially in this first part of the year, we're going to have the eclipse energy influencing us, and I think those eclipses are going to make a major push forward for many people in December. So some of the messages I've been channeling are like overcoming hurdles, taking on a new direction, getting past the blocks that have prevented you in the past. So it's like overcoming the hurdles, like truly, like they're showing me like hurdle jumpers, in like the Olympics, or like as an athletic sport, they're showing me someone jumping a hurdle. But like it's now you're not tripping over it, you're actually getting over it with ease, and then you're getting beyond it. So it seems like a year that's coming up of a great advancement, forward movement, and so those are some of the overall themes. Before I get started, I just want to remind you guys that I am taking readings. I want to be doing readings and intuitive guided sessions. I just put a new one up on my website if you guys want to take advantage of it. It's sort of in this vein, but it's for you personally. So it's a 2020 prediction reading for you personally, looking at your year ahead, and seeing what's in store and helping you gain some clarity and giving you some direction on that. So that's a half-hour reading, or you can do the 45-minute intuitive guidance session. Those are up on my website. I do have slots available. I know you guys probably think, oh, well, you're going through so much, I don't want to bother you, but truly, I want to work, you guys. So don't forget to book sessions with me. I do want to stay in touch with the work. I'm very mindful of what I need to be offering at this time, and I'm only offering services that I feel like are in alignment with my health and well-being, so don't worry about that. Also, I think that my friend Aluna Ash is going to hold a healing circle for me and for just general healing in the collective. I know she's going to try to hold that sometime soon, and I hope you guys can join in for that. Your prayers, support are all needed. Don't forget, you can donate to my cancer cause at any time just by going to the website, spiritualmaterialgirl.com. Click donate at the top. And then also one last reminder is I have a new meditation tool. Actually, I want to read to you something that somebody wrote. I have to grab it from my office. I'll be right back. I just wanted to read to you. A lot of people have been buying the meditation tool. It's a new one. It's different from the audio meditation pack. It's a new 5D communication tool. It's really, really cool. And this is what one of my audience members wrote into a little testimonial. She said, such a beautiful meditation. Exactly what I needed at this time. I met a new spirit guide during this meditation. Loved the overall experience I had with this meditation and can definitely see how it can be used every day. Really powerful and useful tool to connect with our twin flames. Thank you for creating such a beautiful meditation. So again, people can use this every day. It's really cool. It's only $11.11. You guys just go to the website and you can order it online. It takes me about, my team will send it to you within 24 hours. So don't panic if you don't get it right away, but you'll definitely have it within a day. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. All right, let's dig into this fun reading. I'm so excited to bring this to you. So I'm just going to start looking at, I'm going to go 3 cards at a time so I can get overall messages. So we have 9 of Cups in reverse, starting out the year, 5 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. So I feel like this 9 of Cups is your hope. You know, this is like a lot of hope that we have for our future. It's the dreaming that we've been doing of the future. It's this walking this new path and feeling confident that we can actually achieve, that we can overcome the hurdles, that we can find the fulfillment. This feels very much to me like new dreams, like hope for new dreams that will come to fulfillment this year. This could be like new love. This could be new career path. This feels like you finding the fulfillment within yourself. At the beginning of the year, though, you might feel like, oh, wow, like you might still be questioning, like, how is that going to happen given some of the hurdles I've had in the past? And they're just saying, like, you need to be steadfast and true. And so steadfast and true is just saying, like, for you individually, this is about you believing and having faith and believing in yourself and like allowing yourself to dream, because those dreams will take you to new shores. Like, look at that card. And I really do believe it's almost like magic when it happens, when these cups are filled. But you must stand on one shore and dream first. And they're saying like there's a transportation that's going to happen in 2020, transportation. So you're being transported to, it is like another shore. It is like really much deeper into a new life. I know we were talking a lot about the new life in 2019 and 2018, and steps were made, but for many of you, like, it wasn't like you stepped all the way into it, or that this is really a lot of fulfillment of dreams come true. This is a lot of finding like your signature, your fulfillment, your individual mark. I think the things that you were doing 2 years ago, you're not doing anymore. I think the things that you're doing in 2020 they're new discoveries. You've done a lot of self-discovery. You're doing more self-discovery. The things that you're doing, the people that you're surrounding yourself are a totally new cast of characters than 2018, when we first started to dream up this new life. Now you're thrusting forward more into it. It's more connected to your individual fulfillment. What makes you feel good? What makes you tick? What is connected to your passions? So I feel like there's still more dreaming to do, though, because that transporting you all the way to the new shore, to the new life, to the new, let yourself dream. That's like the biggest message I can say is coming through. It's like, let yourself dream. Let yourself think big. Let yourself be carried away, be transported in these visions. Because things are happening so rapidly, and because you have such the power of influence, over your current reality from your mind, from your thoughts, from your feelings. It's so important. So we see the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, okay? So I feel like this is really, maybe in February and March and around like that time frame, one of the things that we're working on still is going to be letting go of the way that we were. Does that make sense? The way it was, the way it's been, and finding, I think, a new way to communicate our desires. I also feel like there is this sort of matrix here feels like a desire map to me. That word desire map just keeps coming up, keeps coming up. Like, this feels like a desire map. This is your matrix is connected to the universe, but I definitely feel like this is letting the old die so that we can create the new map. So maybe in February, March timeframe, you're really needing to let go of the way things have gone, the disappointments, the roadblocks, the hurdles, to find a new way of creating, to find a new way of, this feels tied, so this is dreams, this feels tied to expectation. This is like set your expectations high. A lot of us have fear-based expectations, so we're expecting to be disappointed, we're afraid, we're blocking the manifestations. This is about opening up the manifestation, creating the desire map, and letting the old ways, the old things that have played out, letting that die, letting that fall away, finding a new way to communicate what you desire, allowing the past to be the past. So we're still getting through some of that, I feel like, in early 2020. But right now what I see is dreams, dreaming of a new shore, dreaming big, dreaming beyond our wildest imagination, and raising the bar on our expectations. Now, I don't mean expectations that hold fear attachment. Of course, expectations in itself is like, I hate that word because expectations are not really healthy. But what I'm saying is, like, expect the unexpected, expect the best, expect better than you hoped for, expect beyond your wildest imagination, right? Don't expect as, attached to fear, disappointment, or even fixated on outcome. This is not about being fixated on outcome. Those ways have to die. Those ways have to be buried in the ground. This is not about being fixated on outcome. It's about dreaming, holding the vision, trusting the process, and just creating that desire map. And then just trusting that you're going to receive back from the universe better than you expected, better than you ever could have imagined. Okay? So then we have the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Crystals. So hold these up. Eight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This feels like your divine feminine power becoming stronger, magnifying. So I'm going to say when we round the corner into like April, May, there's a lot of strength that's coming through. There's a new door opening. And then we have the Six of Crystals. This is really about new manifestations and coming into your power. And this could be for the masculine or the feminine. This feels like not like a power play, but that's the word that's the phrase that they're saying to me. Like, there's something that happens, I feel like, between March and April that is huge. So it must be around like the spring equinox, Ostara, that time, Easter. They're showing me there is a gateway, a portal that's opening that puts you, like, that's opening because you're going more into your strength, but also it's putting you more in like a power position to make things happen for yourself. And they're saying come June, so they're telling me to fit. Okay, so this is the Queen of Cups. So there you go. So now we're seeing the fulfillment. This is someone who's mastering themselves and mastering the manifestation, because they're saying come June, for a lot of you, And I haven't looked at when the eclipses are in 2020, but I'm guessing because they were in December, they're going to be a little bit early in the summer. So I'm saying around the next eclipses in 2020, you're going to have massive, massive realignment with your power and with these manifestations that you've been working on since, January and before that. June feels like a sweet spot for a lot of people to me, like that midpoint in the year, the 6 month, that feels like, whoa, like lots of you, masculine and feminine, stepping high up into your divine feminine power. This is taking charge of your life. This is taking hold of your manifestations and realizing that you have the ability and the power to create what you desire. This is about a lot of the things that we dreamed about starting to come to fruition. So that's the midpoint of the year. So I really like that. I think that, like I said, between April and June, April and May, there's like this bump up in power. There's something happening collectively in which we really, really step into our divine feminine power. There's a real bump up boost, like it's like a boost of divine feminine energy, putting you into your true power. It's not false power. It's not imbalanced expression. This is like healthy feminine power. And through that, both the masculine and the feminine are going to create lots of opportunity and lots of authentic pathways, opportunities for themselves. And that's going to also help weave together the soulmate and twin flame relationships, because then more of you are going to be in your power, more balanced in your masculine and feminine energy, and able to weave together and synchronistically line up to serve joint missions, to for marriage and romantic and love type relationships. There's like a lot of fulfillment of that at, June. And I've been talking about a lot of like marriage proposals coming, starting December 2020. I'm sorry, starting this December 2019 and going all the way through 2020. I feel like a lot of you will be meeting your divine life partners if you haven't already. So if you have a twin flame in mind, excuse me, it might be that relationship renews. It forges together, it harmonizes. And some of you will just meet someone new or are forging something with someone new, and that will become like a marriage type of a contract. I see those marriages happening a lot in 2020. So it could be like from June, July standpoint. We have the King of Cups in reverse for July-ish. So this feels like you balancing things. This is like balancing the ethereal with the physical world. This is, I also feel like it's the divine masculine, trying to master his connection with the psychic realms, and maybe it's your masculine side. Feminine, it might be your masculine side that is needing to balance a little bit with all this divine feminine energy you've been leading with. But I do feel you striking that balance. I feel like it's good. I'm not so sure if we look at this as a wheel, if this is in reverse, because as I go around, I would say this is probably upright. So sorry for that. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of a low battery warning, sorry. All right, so I would say that is upright actually as I look at this a different way. We've got the King of Swords and the Lovers. So this would be like August, September. So we've got the King of Swords, the Lovers, and see, January, February, March. I said I wasn't going to do this literally, but I just want to see if I'm on the right place here. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so this is July-ish. Queen of Cups. I'm thinking that this is more June, though. This energy. You hear my Zoe in the background. What, baby? July, August, and I would say August through the end of the year, we're seeing a lot of this. This is the masculine stepping forth. This could be a new masculine. This could be your masculine twin flame. And then the lovers coming together. It's like these relationships you might not see, you might have doubted, they might not even be on your radar at this time, but they're coming through. And I do feel like the masculine stepping forth to communicate, to express love, to come forth, to make these unions happen. So a lot of unions will be happening like September, October, could be physical marriages, could be just like more like, could be moving in together, just more like physical grounding of these relationships. For some of you, like I've been saying, like it's not the person that you've, maybe been looking at in the past couple years as your twin flame. It's someone new that's coming in. And I get the sense that if they're going to come in, that new person's coming in between January and maybe like July or August. And then like this forging of a commitment is happening in the last part of 2020. And some of you who are already forging with your twin flames and starting those unions now, you might have marriage proposals all throughout the year. I mean, this could happen at any time, but I do feel like come like October of next year, like a year from now, we're going to see a lot of physical babies, pregnancies, living together, marriages, like physical marriages. You might go, oh no, it would take me more than a year to plan my wedding. And it's like they're saying like, oh no, you're going to get married quickly. Like I feel like a lot of weddings and things like that happening much quicker, like not your typical, oh, let's be engaged for a year. And like it's almost like very quick the way these relationships gel and the way the commitments happen in the physical. Not that physical marriage commitment's needed, but I do feel like there'll be a return to a tradition. And the tradition is not about land, and it's really about love. And I feel like true love, really forging these partnerships. I'm even getting that like someone, or maybe a group of you, some of you that have said like, oh, I'll never get married again, or I don't need to get married, or I don't really believe in marriage. You'll actually be taking back those words. There's a whole group of you that say this, and they're saying that you are going to be the ones who actually are going to forge these physical marriage commitments. So never say never. And things can take on new meanings. Sometimes we have false beliefs, fear-based beliefs about what the definition of these things are. So your definition of marriage might change when you meet the right person or when the right union harmonizes for you. So be open. I would say definitely that's another message for 2020 is be open, because these are exalted timelines. These are timelines for your highest good. These are dreams come true. These are lifetime partners. This is a life partner. This is not just, some relationship you're going to have. This is like a life partnership for many of you, romantic relationship, life partnership, companionship, return to love, return to tradition, return to physical marriage contracts, and more in which love leads. I really feel positive about this. I think it's going to help the collective balance out, to be honest with you. I think there's been so much like imbalanced energy. We've gotten away from what true love really is, what contractual, when you make an agreement between two people, like a contractual partnership, what that is. It's become business, it's become divorce, it's become hardship, it's become struggle in our society. A lot of imbalanced relationships. I feel like those of you who are forging these partnerships and anchoring them into the physical, whether that be through bringing a baby into this world, or like I said, physical marriage, it's really like you're here to help balance the energies on the planet. And I feel like a return to true love is coming. You guys are kind of setting that precedence. So that's really exciting. And then towards the end of 2020, we have the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And it's interesting to see the Wands here, because I really do feel like this is like us physicalizing They're saying you have all that you need to create what you want. Don't get caught up in what's not showing up. Get caught up in what you have physicalized over the year. Feel proud of yourself. Feel like there's more that you're bringing in through this massive transformation. I mean, overall, this feels like a massively transformative year. And your life is going to look different than it did a year ago or 2 years ago at the end of 2020. Very different. Like, not the same people, not the same job, not the same location, not the same partner for many of you. And this is kind of like coming to the end of that year and kind of looking at that. It might be even just comparing yourself to your former self, like, which you might look back, and I feel like there's this reflection of, wow, what I once was and what I'm moving towards. But it's also taking stock. I feel like there's this taking stock of all that we've accomplished by the end of 2020 and going, wow, has life changed? And this is like pretty much across the board for everyone. I don't see stagnancy for anyone. Like, I really don't. I really see everyone taking like some huge leaps into not only a new expression of who they are, more authentic expression, but really into this life that looks very different than it did 2 years ago. Okay? So let's flip some of these guidance cards in the center and see what they say. Passion. So, this is like what I was saying, like you connecting to your individual passions, your self-expression, who you truly are, what fills you up, what fills your cup. This is going to be a pioneering energy, I feel, passion. It's an energy that we will need to lead with to create. This is creative energy, it's enthusiasm, it's drive. We're going to need this to charter the unknown, to create the manifestation opportunities. Everything will be connected to passion this year, and everything will be connected to our divine feminine energy. So this is the fire within. These are the things that fill us up. This is our creativity. This is about your high vibrational state. This is really about, letting go of anything that no longer serves or the way things have been, creating a new desire map based on our passions, having new expectations with these passions. So we have dream and purify here. So I love that because I was talking about the dreaming, right? We're talking about dreaming here. And I think there's a purification that's happening. Like, this feels like purifying over here, purifying like, those swords over here. It's like purifying what was, what has been, how the old story went, our disappointments, all of that, washing that away early in the year and really just dreaming about the new, like, and really envisioning the new. I'm going to put these over here because they feel like they belong right over here at this early part of the year. Dreaming, passions, purifying. So let's see, I pulled these Wisdom of the Oracle cards. New life. Love that. So we've got this new life we're moving towards. Absolutely. And I would say I'm going to put that over near the midpoint of the year because there's a lot of manifestation coming in around that. This is chaos and conflict coming up in reverse. Oh my God, my Zoe's stuck, you guys. I got to put this on pause. I'm sorry. Hold on one sec. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. Zoe goes behind my couch now, and sometimes she gets like stuck. So she was crying for help. So chaos and conflict. When I got up, though, I saw one of the moon cards was underneath my chair here. So I wanted to just kind of go back to that, and this is productivity. So I was just talking about this with someone, like how we put so much pressure on ourselves to be productive, and I think productivity is going to have a new definition this coming year. It's not about like it's not about being a man and a woman. You know, a lot of women are having reproductive issues and having health issues because they're trying to wear both roles. And the to-do list is never ending, and they're trying to be all for everybody. And for the masculine too, it's similar. It's like, you know, maybe there's too much emphasis on masculine, not enough cultivating of their feminine. I feel like this is very, very, very related to this boost in feminine energy that we're going to have, and where the priority list and the productive list starts to look different. It's more like letting things flow to us, doing this creative dance with the universe, letting the universe respond to us, taking things off of our to-do list, taking things off of our task list, being in a more natural state, being in a state of relaxation more of the time, like honoring our natural cycles, honoring our true cycles. This is about a shift in productivity, and it's not so masculine driven. It's not so, our society has really got us topsy-turvy with all of this, where it's too much go, go, go. There's too much task. There's too much, you know, and there's not enough just being. There's not enough just allowing it to flow. Or this also feels like the interconnectedness of like a village or a community. This is about relying on productivity by, relying on your community to delegate, to create together as a team. It's more like teamwork. I feel like there's a bee here, and the bee is symbolizing that teamwork. So it's not you alone anymore. And this could be you with a partner as well, like teaming up and being more together, having a joint mission together. So I feel like that's very, very important. There's a reason why this was just floating there under my chair. So I'm going to put that over here near this boost in feminine energy around April, May. But going back to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, we saw the Chaos and Conflict card in reverse, and then we see the To the Sea. So this feels like this energy over here that we're purifying, like the things of the past. This is early in 2020. This is like the things of the past that caused us strife, that were chaotic, that maybe we had conflict or heartache with someone. We are purifying it. There is this washing away, I feel, in early 2020. That's enabling us to move into this new portal, this new entryway, and it's boosting our feminine energy, how we lead, how we walk into situations, how we cooperate and collaborate with others, our unique imprint in this world, how we lead, what energy we lead with. And this creates the new life, and this creates, you know, the fulfillment and also the balance too. So we're looking at, you know, Queen of Cups and a King of Cups, right at the midpoint of the year. This is the new life. This is the balance. This is the achievement. This is the mastery. This is, you know, a lot of this energy here. So from the Ascension deck, in reverse came the 12 chakras. So it's a 1 card. So I do feel like this is about the realignment of our chakra system. That's why it's a 1, because we're starting over with it. We're starting over. We're being asked to open our chakras, to balance our chakras. This is about reconnecting to a higher frequency, and then allowing our physical bodies to recalibrate with that. They're seeing a lot of you, and me too, like with the cancer and everything, like our bodies couldn't keep up with the advancement of our spirit and soul, and maybe our mental bodies further, or our emotional bodies further behind than our mental body, and our physical bodies behind all of that. And we need to enmesh it all. So this is really a focus this year on clearing and opening the chakras, realigning, recalibrating to a higher frequency, and so that we can move forward in this sort of 5th dimensional frequency without leaving our bodies behind. Okay? So pay attention to your chakras, do energy work, open. This could be through singing. This could be through music, like tonality. I feel really toning with the voice. That really, really, really helps open the chakras. You could do acupuncture, Reiki, those types of things, but I really feel like it's something you're doing on yourself to recalibrate this. And I feel like you need to find the tone as you heal and you heal each of these aspects from your root chakra, you know, through your crown, through your third eye and your crown, and beyond, in your auric field and your light bodies, your light auras and illuminas around your body. As you heal, it's so important to go into the physical body and open up these areas as well, because you could be doing your emotional healing but then still kind of have trapped energy in your physical body. So don't forget to do this. And if you don't know how, I would say breath work, I would say sound, music, instruments, toning. Those are great ways. Okay, I know a lot of you are into sound therapy. I see your pictures on social media and stuff, but this would be a great year to explore that. So that's cool. I'm going to put that right at the start of the year. That's something to focus on. Okay. Divine Feminine card is Isis. I love it. So this is about creating our ultimate persona, I feel. It's not only the ultimate divine feminine energy, but it's one who is all. It's having it all. It's having everything that we wanted, the career, the love, the fulfillment, the, you know, being one who is all. And I also feel like this is related to productivity too, because this is one who is all, but it's not one who is all who's running herself into the ground. It's one who is all, who has got it composed, who's got the power, who knows how to delegate, who can create through her eyes, through the magic of her touch, through there's the power of intention. She is powerful. She can balance it because she's able to now lead with more feminine energy rather than this false masculine energy. So this is about that evolution. There's a butterfly here, becoming one who is all. And then our mantra is the universe has your back. The universe has my back. And this is funny because I don't often pull from this deck. So to pull the title card from the deck is really funny. So just that's your overall message. Like, the universe is going to rise up and meet you no matter what you do. So if you think fear, the universe will supply that fear right back to you. But if you think positive and you dream and you allow your cups to be filled and you lead with your passion and you purify the old and the mucky and anything else that weighed you down, and then you lead with your feminine energy and you trust and you take things off of your plate and you allow things to come to you and you trust in this new life that's taking shape and these new partnerships that are forging and forming, and you become one who is all, you're going to find that the universe does have your back and that the universe is just going to rise up to meet you. So I feel like the overall tone of 2020 is dreaming, envisioning, leading with our passions. It's a complete rise in divine feminine power. It's not just energy, it's feminine power. It's really forming and gelling that new life coming into be. This new life looking like nothing that it had 2 years ago. New people, new partnerships, marriages, pregnancies, new direction in our mission, in our career, forging together collaboratively, creatively, creating community, more community, some of you creating community online, creating joint missions with others, not just your twin flames, partnerships forming and forging, and you looking back and going, wow, this is way different. This is way better than I thought it could be. So I'll leave you with that. I hope it's helpful for you guys. And I'm sure I'll be back again closer to the new year to give you another, prediction as we get closer on the energies. But I just want to give you this, something to look forward to, something to think about. Don't forget to book your individual readings with me, spiritualmaterialgirl.com. Love you guys. Have a great week. Bye.